Hello, my name is Nancy, and I'm doing my first YouTube channel to show you the basics of sewing. This all started with a young ladies group that I started in my home. They're in their 20s and 30s, and we make fun little projects throughout the year, and they just love to come together and learn the basics of sewing. Not that I'm any expert by any means. It all started a couple years ago when a couple of the ladies asked me if I would teach them some sewing. And I thought, well, maybe I can come up with a few projects. Well, not every time are the ladies able to come, and they've asked me if I would start recording and making some YouTube channels, videos to be able to share with everyone. I even have some friends that live far off that would like to be part of this as well. So let's get started. Let's talk about the basics of a sewing machine. I'll be using this small machine as my example, and as we go through the sewing projects, one thing to note is that it actually has speed control where you can decide how fast you want your needle to go up and down. You may want to start out slow, and then you have your spool of thread, and people, I've heard, struggle with even thread the machine, and we really don't want to cause this to be a problem. It actually tells you in an instruction book when you get has a manual with it, your machines. It'll tell you how to thread the machine, but fortunately this machine has a diagram that walks you through each step. Here's my first step, here's my second step to go through here, here's my third step at the top to loop through there, and I'm holding on with my right hand so it doesn't get too loose, so it helps to be able to thread the machine. And then it has the last one here before you go down to where we can thread the needle now. And thread the needle, I have a needle thread that comes with this machine, and I want to make sure that it's in there, and you'll walk through to be able to get this in here like this and be able to have it to where you can pull it through it. So now that we have our needle threaded, I like to push it up under the foot, and then you're ready to sew there. Then we have our bobbin. Now, I do want to talk about the bobbin because there's a certain way you put your bobbin in. You always want your thread coming off to the left. And then you put your bobbin in, and then you're able to hold on to the top thread and use your wheel to pull that bobbin thread up like that. Now you got both threads on top, and that's how you want it. You want to go through the center here, and then put that bobbin back on. There's also a way you can cut your threads on the left side here. Now this is what's called your foot, and you have your presser foot. We'll be taking our presser foot up and down quite a bit by using a handle here. But that's just a real basic information about the machine. And what I want to do for our first project is we're going to make coasters. And what I mean by coasters are these. It's a first project for everyone. All my Sew What ladies will tell you that everyone has to start by making coasters. So what you'll need for your first project are 5-inch squares. You need five 5-inch squares. And you can buy fabric and cut them into 5-inch squares. Or a lot of times what I do is I buy what's called a charm pack. And a charm pack, that's what this is called, where it has a variety of fabrics to make your coasters from. So I look forward to next time and show you about how to make coasters.